Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
When I Dream is a party game, and this one's kind of complicated. I find it a little difficult to explain when I'm playing through it. I think people have to play it a few times to get the nuance of this game, which actually detracts from it for me because I don't play party games a lot, and when I do, I need one I just pump out and it works for me. And I don't think When I Dream does necessarily. It's fun, and we're having a great time, but I think it's a little too complicated. Here's why. One person will have their eyes covered, other people are giving them clues. Now, you have to kind of guess who's giving you right clues and who's giving you wrong clues. You don't really know what random card they draw. So it's difficult sometimes. You can kind of pick up on if somebody's being obvious. It can be a little bit impactful. But for gamers, I think it works a little bit better. For non-gamers, I feel like they struggle with this one and have a difficult time with it as they're going through. I don't feel like my mind works this way. It's a little bit harder for me. Now, it uses beautiful artwork like Dixit card type stuff. I think that really works well. And I think the artwork on it's beautiful. Of course, whoever's guessing has their eyes covered. Then afterwards, you kind of have to remember what you guessed and kind of get that aspect back to score more points. The scoring can be a little wonky and it can be a little confusing, especially to non-gamers. I found this one not to work as well as something as straightforward as Dixit. In that regard, it isn't something I'm going to come back to. It's a beautiful production. The production is really good. The insert is great. The components are great. The artwork is fantastic. At the end of the day, it's just a little convoluted for me for what I want from a party game that may not apply to you, but it does apply to us. It's not something I saw myself coming back to over and over again. I do like the game. I don't play a lot of party games in general, so I can only keep, I have to be very hard on the party games I'm going to keep, and When I Dream just did not make that cut. It was just a little too convoluted. The scoring was a little too wonky. I feel like it was difficult to know who's lying to you and who's not. I'd rather play, in that regard, I'd rather play Mysterium, where you're trying to guess along, which I find that one to be difficult too, but a better difficult to me. So this one just didn't work for me. It could work for you. It's a very solid game. The production is fantastic. I hate not recommending this game, but I have to be honest too. Purge for us. So here is When I Dream, which is a really cool cover. It might be a little too much white for me, but you have the person dreaming, the little people that you'll be arguing about, and then all the dreams that are happening. It really does tell you what's going on. I just wish it was a little bit bigger, that's all. When you open this up, you're going to get a little board here, and get some paperwork, and you're going to get a little seat mask that you'll wear to kind of blind your eyes a little bit. A sand timer, which is quickly replaced by your cell phone. Victory point tokens, which are good. They come in different. Each denominations, points you'll get are different shapes, which is really cool too. Then you're going to have, these will be your rules that you have for each round. You can see the Sandman, the Fairy, the Boogeyman. I like this artwork. I'm not crazy about the Sandman one. Don't really like that one. But the Boogeyman and the Fairy, I do like. You're going to get a bed, which is really cool because it looks like an actual bed that will hold the cards. And I'll just show you some of this artwork that you'll have. Each one of these is double-sided, up and down. It all works out really, really well. And just some great artwork. Almost like Dixit style, maybe. A little bit, not really. That's what I have here in a little piece here that you'll have also. So, very nice components. Very strong. The insert's very helpful. So, great job on this set completely. So here's the rule book. Its font is small, but you can see the picture of kind of the components. I don't know. That's not really that great. Set up based on the number of players. That'll be Fairy, Boogeyman, and Sandmans that you will have. And then you're going to have the rule book. So a lot of the space is taken out. You have a little bit of things that can be here. You can see the rules to play the game. It's not that hard. Games like this, it's more about the scoring, I guess. And then the artwork, you can see all the different artists get credits for their artwork and which cards they did. So that's really, really cool. But the rules really are just right here. You probably need 5-10 minutes to read through it. You'll be up and playing in no time. So first thing you do, each round you're going to do this. You're going to either become a Boogeyman, a Fairy, or based on the player count, maybe a Sandman. So the Fairies are trying to get you to score things correctly, which will be on this side. Boogeyman will be trying to get you to score things on this side. And the Sandman just wants something, he wants it to be balanced. That's going to be the key here of when you're giving clues. So each round, you're going to be a different person. So they won't really know who's on what side at all times, but they'll try to get. So this will be randomly assigned. That's being the round. One player will be the dreamer, and they'll put this on. and they'll be the ones listening for the clues and making decisions as the game plays. The game will continue until everybody has been the dreamer one time. Then you score up, and whoever has the most points is the winner of the game. So what's going to happen is everybody is going to give a clue until the dreamer is able to guess. If he guesses here, he'll put it on the painter side, on the fairy side, and if he guesses incorrectly, he'll be on the boogeyman side of the board. And so those give one clues, and these things will start to come up as they go through, kind of like this. Maybe you have a couple more over here. Maybe another one will go over here. Maybe one will go over there until the timer is up. When the timer is up, then the round will end. Now, once again, if you're the fairy, you're trying to get him to guess correctly and put it on this side. If you're the boogeyman, you're trying to give a clue that might not be so clear, and it will be put on this side. You don't want to be too obvious. If everybody's saying something pretty close to it, it'll be too obvious because they'll know that you're the boogeyman. You want to kind of get something that's close, but maybe they won't guess it properly. Then they're going to recount the dream. The dreamer will, before removing the sleep mask, he'll go through and try to guess the cards that were correct. And right here's the scorings for every card that's correct. It's on the fairy side, you're going to get a point. Boogeyman's going to score a point for each side here. And the dreamer scores for each card on the yellow side of the board, and 2 points if they mentioned all of the elements, so they could remember those as they're going through. Then all the dream cards are removed, and the same thing would happen for another player until the game ends. And that's how you play. Who should buy this game? I feel like this is a party game for gamers. I feel like there's a little bit more of a nuance in it. I think you need to play it a little bit more often. It reminds me of the Resistance. The way you play it the first time is not the way you're going to play it the 15th time. Now, that you might look at that and say, man, there's a lot of replayability in that. Fair enough. I think you will. I just don't play party games enough. I pull a party game out maybe once a year. We'll play through it a few times, and then we're done for another year. It's not something we pull out a lot. And I think because of our play style, it's not going to work for us. But those that hit the same game hard and you play it constantly, I think this one will shine more for you than it will for us in our sporadic play. So for us, it's going to be a Purge, but this one has worked for a lot of people, and I think it will continue to do so.